People, remember, Dr. King, at the height of his powers, he's at the March on Washington talking to 250,000 people. Not a lot of people in history can say 250,000 people showed up to hear me. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? Not really. 250,000 people came to the Washington Mall to hear not just Dr. King, but it was the NAACP, the Urban League, and by the way, Dr. King didn't pay for that. I believe the Urban League foot most of the bill for the March on Washington. It was a collection of organizations, and yes, the Kennedy administration was very involved backing that. So it took all that to get 250,000 people. Now, the 250,000 people included everyone. There were some white people, not as many as people think, but there were some white people. There were black women. There were black children, black men. Well, Louis Farrakhan by himself got 1 million men, not women, not white people, 1 million black men. So why isn't Louis Farrakhan looked at as an authoritative source? Why don't we revere Louis Farrakhan if it's just about the crowd size? Does it make sense? Well, could it be because, Dr. King was such a revolutionary in the sense that, he got a lot of bills passed?
This is good. Good day and gratitude, family. Good day and gratitude. Yeah, I've been out and stuff. I went out and got me a scarf. Ain't that pretty? Look at there. Yes, honey, I went and got me a scarf because what? $4.49. Yep, I'm just gonna dip it in a little, solution stuff. Throw this sucker across that radiator over there. Shoot, I'll be ready. Yeah, and I got some notebooks and some little sticky things, so I can put some more notes on the wall and stuff. Yeah. I really went to get some more notebooks, though. I need notebooks and paper and stuff. And I was just listening to this. I know probably ain't need nobody on here, but that's fine. I'm here. I'm going to talk till we get some people in here and stuff. I was listening to this here, and I'm going to watch it again because I've been moving around. But it seemed like he said that there were more than the 2 Civil Rights Acts that I have down. Sister Tiffany had mentioned Civil Rights Act of 1964, and I think the other one was 1888. I'll find them. That's why I got my notebooks. Yeah. As you can tell, I just be ready to get on here and read or whatever, and that I'm supposed to do for my purpose. Ooh, it takes some getting used to, though. Yeah, probably one of the most, since ain't nobody here, I'm just going to go ahead and play this, since we live.
As, the Civil Rights Act of 64, 65, he really helped push those. Well, there was also a Civil Rights Act of 1957, and there was a Civil Rights Act of 1960. The Civil Rights Act of 1957, Dwight Eisenhower got behind it. Essentially, they wanted to help black people access the vote. And so Roy Wilkins, who's the head of the NAACP, they get involved. They introduce this bill, and that bill ultimately passes Congress. Now, it got watered down a whole bunch because, there's so many races in Congress that just were like, no. And so they had to water down that bill to get it passed. So there was a lot of weaknesses with it, but it started the thing off. Now, because it had so many weaknesses, they had to pass another one, the Civil Rights Act of 1960, to try to address those weaknesses. Again, this is the NAACP. This is Roy Wilkins. That bill passes. And by the way,
check that out.
Dr. King was such a revolutionary in the sense that, he got a lot of bills passed. The Civil Rights Act of 64, 65, he really helped push those. Well, there was also a Civil Rights Act of 1957, and there was a Civil Rights Act of 1960. The Civil Rights Act of 1957, Dwight Eisenhower got behind it. Essentially, they wanted to help black people access the vote. And so Roy Wilkins, who's the head of the NAACP, they get involved. They introduce this bill, and that bill ultimately passes Congress. Now, it got watered down a whole bunch because, there's so many races in Congress that just were like, no. And so they had to water down that bill to get it passed. So there was a lot of weaknesses with it, but it started the thing off. Now, because it had so many weaknesses, they had to pass another one, the Civil Rights Act of 1960, to try to address those weaknesses. Again, this is the NAACP. This is Roy Wilkins. That bill passes. And by the way, the Civil Rights Act of 1965, we call it the Voting Rights Act. The reason why that has substance and has a pathway is because of the Civil Rights Act of 1960. What it did is it required people to start documenting what was happening in these voting places. And so black people could go back and say, let's look at the documentation, what happened. We can see clearly the evidence of racism, the evidence of discrimination, and that's what gets it across. So The Civil Rights Act of 1957 and 1960 is nothing to sneeze at. Why aren't we elevating Roy Wilkins? Like, if it's just about passing legislation, we shouldn't be hyping up Roy Wilkins, right? And in fact, in 1950, Roy Wilkins and A. Philip Randolph, along with another guy, Arnold Aronson. A. Philip Randolph, of course, he's the founder of the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. Arnold Aronson, he was the leader of the National Jewish Community Relations Advisory Council. Anyway, these three, they come together and they founded the Leadership Conference on Civil Rights. The Leadership Conference on Civil Rights, it became the premier civil rights coalition, and they basically coordinated the legislative campaigns for every major civil rights law since 1957. So why are we elevating A. Philip Randolph and Roy Wilkins? Again, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me be clear, because people get real defensive. We admire Dr. King. He is someone to respect. He has a lot of great things to say. I'm just asking the question, what makes him beyond everyone else? Why is he like a canonical figure that, his words are inerrant and not everyone else?
Because he the main one that told us to not hold white America
accountable. Where did we get that
accountable.
idea? I'm challenging that. I'm asking us to think critically. Why is that? Every campaign that King is involved in, he didn't start. We talked about the Montgomery bus boycott in episode 7, I believe. This is a movement started by Black women. King was just sort of put into it. Now, he served as a brilliant spokesperson, a very inspirational figure to keep people going and keep people moving. And, that was huge. Again, this is not, we're not taking shots at Dr. King. But what ultimately wins that case, we talked about it, was the NAACP and their attorneys in court. They bring this all into the Supreme Court. That's what wins the day. Why aren't we hyping up the NAACP? And in fact, the Montgomery movement depended on the NAACP's financial support. They didn't have any money. The NAACP funded a lot of that. They needed the NAACP. Dr. King never started a campaign. He joined already existing movements. And when he did that, yes, he brings cameras, he amplifies it, he helps raise money. Those are important things. But his record is certainly mixed. In 1961, he jumps into the Albany fight, Albany, Georgia. They lose. We can think about, right as we're trying to get the Civil Rights Act passed, he's down in Florida, in St. Augustine. That campaign, there's not a clear win there either. Birmingham in 63, yeah, it was a tough one. It was like, it wasn't looking that good, even with Dr. King and everything. At the last minute, they kind of pull it out. Okay, they got some concessions made. Selma, that works out ultimately. You get the point. I'm just saying, it's not like it's a guarantee that when Dr. King comes, it's over. No, it's a pretty mixed bag. But these are movements on the ground that already exist through local leadership, and he's just helping to amplify it. But again, in Dr. King's lifetime, his leadership was not universally accepted. We know white people didn't like him. We have all the polling, right? So we have Gallup polls as he's coming to prominence, the March on Washington, even into 1963. We had polling that says, okay, how do we feel about this? And overwhelmingly, white people are like, no. But overwhelmingly, Black people are like, yes. I mean, you can look up Gallup polling at that time. But what's interesting is, as America becomes more acquainted with Dr. King, so he comes to prominence 1956, the Montgomery bus boycott. 1957, he really blows up. He starts writing books, etc. 1963, Birmingham campaign, etc. 1966, Gallup follows up and does some more polling. His favorable ratings actually decrease. As people know more about him, they like him less. He's down to 33%. Okay, now again, if you parse out Black and white, it's still very different. White people overwhelmingly no, Black people overwhelmingly yes. But just because he has a favorable rating with Black people, again, Whitney Young didn't have a favorable rating. He was the head of the Urban League. Roy Wilkins, the head of the NAACP. James Farmer, the head of CORE. Black people like them too. So again, I'm asking, how does he get elevated here? And the answer is very simple. Black people have always had this thing where we really seek white validation. To this day, if we are really honest, we don't jump onto something unless white people first endorse it. Get out of your feelings. Don't get defensive. Let's really think critically. When Black people do something, we really need white people to say, yeah, that's cool. Why do we use Instagram and TikTok versus Fanbase, an app made by a Black man? Well, white people haven't endorsed it. Why did everyone get excited about Barack Obama after he won the Iowa caucus? Because white people say, yeah, he's cool. And then everyone jumped on Obama. If you really go back and look at polling, Black people were not jumping on Obama before Iowa. We didn't know who he was. White people said yes, and then we say yes. Dr. King was one of the rare Black leaders who got white people's endorsement. It starts with the Montgomery bus boycott. He becomes this media sensation. In 1957, he appears on the cover of Time magazine, and that changes everything. He is a star. I mean, that's the equivalent of his day of going super viral and staying viral. Time magazine was a big deal, and you just didn't have Black people on the cover. There are some exceptions. So in 1930,
have you ever wondered how buying Israeli goods helps Israel during turbulent times with attacks from extremists and anti-Israel movements? The answer is simple. By supporting family businesses, you provide stability on the...
Blasi of Ethiopia, he's on the cover, but okay, this is some guy in Ethiopia, sure. You do get sports figures. So you have Jackie Robinson in 1950 who's on the cover, but that's sports. Kwame Nkrumah, 1953, again, an African leader.
Yeah, I'm coming back and forth checking this stuff, but I've been running around this because check this out.
Now with that white validation, Thurgood
this
Marshall,
is really
who's an attorney,
good.
He reaches the highest heights that you...
You know, I was listening to, I got plenty of notebooks and stuff. I was listening to Sister on her channel, and there's actually more than one Civil Rights Act. I had it wrote on one of the other notes, but he's mentioning more Civil Rights Act. Civil Rights Act of 64, 65, 1960, 1967. So yeah, but then you know, brother attorney Augustus Corbett of Defiant Lawyers Network, he did tell us one of our lessons, one of our homeworks was to learn as much as we can about the Civil Rights Act. He gave us 4 specific duties to behold, to embrace along this journey right here. One of them was just, the first one was be courageous. The first one was be courageous. And then one of the other ones, it might have been the second one, was learn all that you can. Study as much as you can about the Civil Rights Act. I've been going to Sister Channel. Yeah, that's how I learned that it was 2 Civil Rights Act. But then listening to him, so I keep coming back to rewind it, but I got look at all these notebooks I got today. Yes, so everybody can have their own notebook to make it easy for me. Yes, we got to make this easy where we can understand this. We are in a whole new era, allegedly, or seemingly. I don't know what to call it. Twilight Zone, X-Files, on play. But I know we're in another awakening. Black Americans in another awakening. And yeah, I'm going to do my due diligence, as y'all say. See my language. Just I know it keeps expanding. I know y'all probably like, oh shit, that word better been used in common language, you know. But that's an old word. We done threw that word away. We got the remix to due diligence, you know. But to me, honey, I'm finna do my due diligence. Yes, I'm willing to do mine. Everything matters about us. On this right here, everything matters about this right here. This is our crucial moment. And I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I can see it. Look at that right there. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I wonder who gonna get this notebook. Who gonna get this notebook, family? Which one of y'all? When I'm sitting up here reading my notes and stuff, you're gonna be like, oh, my ancestors. Well, you probably be like, oh, my Yahweh, or, you know, or Ashe, or, you know, how y'all do it. So, oh, my ancestors, that's me, you know, because y'all my teachers. We learning from each other. You might want to still go on to heaven, but at least you know, I'm not going to let that divide us. But you probably be more comfortable somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to change my mind. And when we get to because I do put the titles of the books that I'm reading. I try to put the titles as it is. I didn't even know not to say African American. Y'all the one taught me. Stop saying that oppressive shit. It's oppressive. So I learned that it ain't African American. We're Black Americans. But I have to put the title. You know, that's when I let y'all know it's the title. I changed it to the reading of African American. Because, I don't want y'all thinking that I'm just slow. That I'm not trying to pick up what y'all putting down. Because I am. But don't get it twisted and think that I'm used to y'all's level of educational freedom and y'all's level of speaking and your, what do you call it? Linguistic, I guess. Your speaking, your words, your terminologies and phrases and stuff. I'm not. We not. When other people more like me join this channel and stuff because they looking, they're searching. Yeah. Just like the Commodore said, I know you're searching. I know you're searching for a little love, a little peace. When they find their way here and stuff, you know, we need to resonate with them. See, we already know that we done gleaned a little bit more knowledge in our due diligence. But see, we're going to have to speak so they can catch on. We're going to have to teach them as we go. I didn't even know self-hate was oppressive, misleading, demeaning. Y'all taught me that. The correct terminology for it to be politically correct. Morally correct. Morally correct. Because that's what the cosmos love. Morality, humanity, life, progress. You know, y'all the one led me to understand and learn that it's actually called dedicated ignorance. And I've been learning so much about that thanks to y'all. So yeah, y'all my teachers. And you can go somewhere else. I'll find you. You don't have to stay around me. I will find you. But yeah, what I'm here for and stuff is to get our people that ain't as willing to read and learn like we are. I know your whole family probably read and stuff in your household. And that's probably got something to do with you because you are an influencer, an inspirator, a motivator. So yeah, I can see that, you know, because when I am around and stuff, if I'm in the household with somebody, I read and do so much, somebody gonna be interested in something. So it's more than likely that, yeah, you know, you would come in, probably not often, but you would probably occasionally come in and you might see everybody got a book or a crossword puzzle or something, some kind of book in their hand, in their possession. And you know, that is something small, but it's really significant when you think about it. Imagine when we start doing this with other people in our lives, the neighbors' kids, our sisters' kids when they come home, you know, kids that we see at the park. They're just sitting over there just playing in the sand and stuff. And you and her mama been talking and stuff. And you done told her mama, girl, look, come on. I got 2 books in my bag right here. Let's get our babies, go sit under this tree right here. Because I got some, you know, some fruits and vegetables, no meat. But I got some fruits and vegetables, honey, in this cooler right here. Let's go read this story right here, babe, to our babies. You know? And honey, when you leave the park an hour later, you done inspired 2, maybe more than 2. Because you know mama finna go get the rest of the babies and they finna learn too. See, we got to be like that domino effect for us. And it's Black History Month too. Black History Life. Sister also said she confirmed that it did start as Black History Week. And now we have Black History Month, which we've been very prosperous to get the gifts that we have got. We should do everything to hold on to them. There wasn't no way in this hell we should have been no let somebody take anything our ancestors done died for. Literally were murdered. You know, but yeah, I digress. But yeah, you know, that was our fault. That was our fault for even taking our eyes off of that. For even taking our eyes off of everything. But yeah, I got me some more construction paper, honey, because everything y'all teaching me, I got to keep it forefront. I got to keep it right there for me. But look at all these notebooks. Let me show y'all. See, this is what it is. This is what we doing. I know I'm serious. I'm finna get organized. Yeah, I'm finna get organized. Everybody, you finna have your own notebook. I'm finna go right to you, and I'm going to be able to keep up. I'm going to be able to learn the terminology, the chronological order, you know, even the words. These new words that's coming up and stuff. See, we all got to be ready. Not only for like the inside garden, how we got to prep for the new world order, because you know they're going to leave us high and dry. I know some of us down here, we going to be able to go to Becky and them for a while. Yeah. But see, when we do come back around to our people and stuff, our belly might be full, We might, weigh like 35 pounds more than everybody else. But see, that's because we've been running our ass over there with Becky and Brad and them at and eating with them. But then we run our ass back over here with us, and everybody else is hungry and fasting, and but they surviving. They doing good. They holding their own. They're healing because they ain't eating all that junk. They working and focused because hell, they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't able to sit down over there and eat and watch TV and fuck around and pass time and joke and make fun of your ass because you sitting over there with them. Talk about black folks. No, they over there fasting, building, creating. They might feel a hunger pain, but shit, go get your ass some water. You better get the juice out of that coconut right there, or whatever you growing, whatever fruit you growing, wherever you at. You better get the juice out of there and sit down and keep working, keep focused. Because see, even fasting has its benefits. I remember a couple of months ago before I let them folk pull all my teeth back there, y'all. And I don't know why I wasn't thinking. Because ain't no way in this hell I'm finna get some dentures. So waiting for what? What I'm gonna do? Hold it up to the light. Give me your phone. Turn your flashlight on. Trying to see is it a tracker in this tooth. Can you put this tooth under the microscope so you can see through and through? I want to make sure y'all ain't got no trackers in this tooth before you put it in my mouth. I don't even want no dentures. I fucked up and let them pull all my teeth. And then I learned from Brother Yaki that our teeth are very essential to the nerves that lead to our brain and the function of important stuff. Even our tonsils. We just let them take anything out. Just like James, Mary, and Sims operating on black women. That's their father medicine. James, Mary, and Sims. And he was just operating on white women, no anesthesia, no nothing. With a powder spoon, whatever that is. When I find it in that book, whichever one of these it be, I'm going to even draw a picture of that powder spoon. And the babies that he was operating on, he would put that long, sharp thing in the baby's head. Because he said they was deformed because the parents were slow, illiterate, afflicted, retarded, however he put it. So he said, yeah, the baby going to be just like their parents and stuff. And Dr. Joy DeGrasse said it. Yeah, she the one said it. But yeah, it's all about learning and stuff. It's ugly. It's the good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravishness. Ain't no telling how many words it's going to be in that title alone. This ain't a Western. This ain't a Western, though. That was the Western, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what they wanted you to look at on TV. Yep, I seen it a couple of times. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, but it don't stop there. You got to keep going like the remix. Yeah, but I wonder who going to get this right here. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. Oh, yeah. I know, right? I might just keep it myself since I done made a real big old, thing out of it and stuff. But yeah, I'll be happy when I go get some little simple things and stuff. I got my best friend some earrings. I don't know where they at. But yeah, she like green. If I see them, I'll show them to y'all and stuff. And I went to the thrift store. Then I went to the dollar store. Got my notebooks. Yep, and it's a good day. It's a beautiful day out there. It's still cloudy, but that's all right. It is, this time of the year. I'm just happy when we ain't got snow. But yeah, I am Face the Nation. We are on Bolden Unchained, and we are here. I am here, and if you're here, I suppose that's why you're here. I hope so. I hope you ain't here with all that irritableness and stuff. Because if it's irritating, you just go on and go. Shoot, I didn't even want to be here like this anyway. I could talk to my people outside. Because I seen on that. I looked at some of the comments and stuff yesterday. And I don't know where all these people come in with all this emotional stuff because it ain't none of y'all heard this stuff before. Y'all should have been appalled, And why you mad at me? Go tell the big ones how you feel. Why you gonna come here and act like you gonna bully me for saying what everybody else already been saying? Y'all people is really something else, See, they're right there so y'all can turn around and flip the script on us. And stuff, but it ain't even our fault. We just want to take care of us now. Why can't y'all be okay with that? Why can't y'all ask help? Since you wanna help so bad, you still wanna work together. Do y'all not even see all the racism that's out there? And then you want to come up in here and be like, oh, you racist, and what about this, and what about that, and what about it? Go talk about that over there with them people that's talking about that. Because right here I'm talking about Black America, healing Black America. I'm talking about Black America's well-being, welfare, and sanity. America, the government, they gonna always be doing something. Go talk to somebody that's talking about they asses. I need my people to stay together through whatever. I don't care if we need to telepathically understand, kick the door, boom, off the hinges, and use that motherfucker so we can float away. That's what we're going to need to do. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here to make you think that, white people this and white people that. I'm just telling you, white people is our problem. The whole world is fucked up because of white people. But let me just focus on my people healing us. Maybe they ain't made y'all feel fucked up like you is. Maybe they haven't. But that's fine. Go somewhere with other people that feel like you. Because I feel like right now my people are in a very dire strait. Very dire. See, there y'all go trying to defend white America again, trying to get mad at us and want to use me. Let me see who's saying something. I know I blocked some of y'all motherfuckers. I might not even get no moderators because I ain't got no problem cussing y'all asses out. Face to face. Yep, you see me. Your ass see me cussing your ass out. So take your ass on somewhere else. Hell, it ain't but 20 people here. What the hell is you over here? Oh, there she is. Their face the nation. Because I'm talking about my people. Your ass didn't give us but 30 days. At least we can be proud of that, can't we? Oh, but no, don't say nothing about white. Don't you say nothing about Miss Jenkins. You leave Miss Jenkins alone. No, I'm going to tell everything about Miss Jenkins. See, that wasn't no joke, y'all. We thought it was funny. That's the white woman. Yep, that's that white woman. Don't you say nothing about that white woman. Don't you do it, Faith. Yes, I am. I'm going to do it. And my other sisters is doing it too. You might go fight with them. She'll kick your ass. I bet you don't go tell my other sisters this. Go tell them then. Go on their channel. Because that's where everybody at. Why you going to come over here where I just sat down? I ain't even got no organization. I ain't even got no curriculum. We need the inspiration of Mary McLeod Bethune. All I got is my people, honey. So I ain't going nowhere and you wasting your time right here, right now. You might well go to somebody that's really being impactful. Me and my 20 people, we still debating how to agree to disagree on religion. But yeah, I ain't gonna let y'all stress me out and stuff, but I'm gonna let you know how I feel about your ass. And you still ain't swaying me. No, you ain't swaying me. What you gonna change my mind for? Hell, y'all ass is in danger too. Everybody motherfucking ass in danger. Yeah, and I hope somebody, at least one person, please tell your pastor, your reverend, to give you your tithes back today before church let out. You got 12 minutes. Church let out at 1 o'clock. They passing that thing right around. They passing that bucket around now to put your money in and stuff. Somebody take that bucket and go up there with that bucket when it go up there and let the pastor know, I need to speak to you after the service. You and First Lady. The whole office, if they y'all HR, whoever it is, and tell them you want your money back. You're gonna need your money back. This is just a new time. It's just a new day. It's a new time. It's new lessons, new thoughts, new mindset, new lifestyle for us. For us. Our whole physical freedom has always been dedicated to other people's. For crying out loud, we done made it so other people can bring their asses over here. They get their motherfucking ass over here and want to act like white folks. Want to act like white folks. Now white folks treating them like niggas. White folks treating immigrants like niggas, and y'all still ain't called them out. Y'all still ain't said nothing about white America. Becky, Karen, Sabrina ass too. Because Sabrina was supposed to say, yeah, I love you, my black man. And we going to keep your lineage living. We're going to teach our whole family tree. Don't you ever date my people, the white people. Now, see, that's unconditional love. Since you want to be interracial this and interracial that. Because now at this point right here, that's an agenda. Interracialness, it might have started out innocent. It might have started out innocent once we got into the lives of each other and stuff. Maybe it was. I don't know. Some people lived and died together. But along the way, it was twisted. It was manipulated too. Like everything else. Everything that could have been for the benefit of us and the whole world, the United States, because that's what I be talking about. I guess the ancestors telling me to get ready, face. We ain't gonna just stay on the United States, too long. But I need to be in the United States because this is where I am. I see the most hurt among my people right here. I know what King Leopold did when he cut our people wrists off and stuff. Cut their whole wrist off. Sometimes both of them. And then one of our brothers said that Hitler murdered 2 million. I think he said 2 million. Don't quote me though. Shit, I'm not the one that got the degree. Your ass the one got the degree. Hell, you put it in the chat. But then he said King Leopold slaughtered, genocided like 20 million. 20 million. And then, Hitler got his ideas and stuff from America. So see, I need all these notebooks. I need all these notebooks because I come up with scenarios. And that was just a scenario, y'all, about the 12. Using this right here. I was just using this because this is all I had to show you what I meant by the multiverse. It ain't just this universe. It's not. And we got to be a fool and a dummy to think that this is it. Black America, you got to be a fool and a dummy to let white folks really make your ass believe that this is it. Once you die from here, you go to heaven or you go to hell. What about the rest? Just like Dr. Ray Hagins was saying, that circle. He was saying about that circle. Everything within that circle is what you think you know. But what about everything outside of that circle? See, Black America, we got to start thinking outside of that circle, outside the box, Yeah. But let me get this out the way. Anyway, I am Face the Nation. We are on Bolden Unchained. And yeah, Face the Nation, because that's what my uncle called me when I was a little girl. So hell yeah, that's what it is. You don't like it, too bad. Go somewhere else then. And we are on Bolden Unchained because I ain't keeping nothing hidden and covered. I'm finna talk about everything. I ain't got no chains on me. You don't tell me what to do. You do not tell me what to do. You don't mean nothing to me at all. You or your views. You go tell them white people what they need to know. Right here, right now in America. You go tell Karen and Becky what you scared to tell them. Don't come over here and be mad at me, honey. Hell, they motherfucking ass is the one should have stood up when it's a big new Brzezinski. His motherfucking ass, how long ago was that? 2, 3, 4 motherfucking decades? Talking about it's easier to kill 1 million than to control them. And y'all motherfucking ass done sit up there, ain't said nothing. Not a word or a whisper. And a new world order globalist. What kind of shit is that? New world order agenda. One world government, one world currency, one world army, and a fully microchip population. Oh, then it's one world religion too. Yeah, so what is all y'all gonna do about y'all religion? Y'all gonna give up y'all religion for that one religion that y'all don't believe in? You might well go on and think about, consider the multiverse. Yeah, because the white folks feeling like this right here, can you imagine what they're gonna be like in heaven with your ass forever and ever and ever? Go by your damn self. Oh, good day, Mama Chief. Everybody, Joshua. I don't know. No, you're not Black Americans. Well, when I find out the new term, then I'll start addressing that too. But yeah, we ain't got no educational degrees right here. Not in this room right here. Y'all, yep, we don't right here. I ain't got no problem learning and understanding what the new technology is. But hey, it took me a minute to find out what the proper terminology was for self-hate. And I get it. You want us to do our own due diligence. You want to teach us to fish so we can go on and feed ourselves. I get it. And I'm not here for you to just be like, here. No, I'll do my own knowledge. I like to have my own. I pay my own way. So do, honey. You ain't even got the word. But what y'all gonna do about when they make this one world religion? And y'all got different religions. What is y'all gonna do? Who y'all gonna call on? I don't know. Why don't y'all keep y'all religion and stuff and just add the ancestors onto it? Add the rest of them. All the spirit team up there in the cosmos, add them onto it instead. They give you more power. Because, yeah, they talking about one world, everything. I didn't know. Shit, I didn't know y'all let it get that far. Shit. Can you imagine if I hadn't been paying attention? And then I was telling y'all it's supposed to be the wealth transfer, $16 trillion over the next 20 years. I guess I had that wrong, and I don't know. But mine says 16 trillion would be transferred over the next 20 years. The greatest wealth transfer in history. Honey, because last night I was listening to Sister Nim, and they were talking about $16 trillion was lost over the last motherfucking 20 years by white people. Racist white people, y'all. Doesn't cost everything, honey. Would rather pay a debt than make a profit. Yeah. If black folks finna benefit from it, white folks ain't finna have that. Everybody did. Ain't nobody getting none. If black folks gonna get some of this, will black folks benefit? Well, yeah, they will. Out of 16 trillion, black folks would get some. And it could even be a lowball number. Like, yeah, black folks may get $1 million where no one's getting any. But ma'am, it's only $1 million out of 16 million. No one is getting it. White folks selfish as hell. And Ping, your motherfucking ass was the one that was in here last night. Becky wants some color. Hell, I don't know. Go ask her. Shit. You go ask her. Shit. Hell, all she got to do is go stand in the sun. She will find out. But it seemed like last night you were one of the main ones. I'm just going to keep my eyes on you and stuff, honey, because you ain't even got to be in here stressing yourself about nothing. Because once I put the big screen on, I ain't going to see none of that hollering and crying and whimpering you doing anyway. And y'all pay him no mind. Them racist motherfuckers that come in here, don't even pay him no mind. Y'all just keep putting the knowledge in there. So when I come back and read the comments, then, I'll know where to keep on with my lessons, my studies. You see how that worked right there? I'm going to probably eventually get some moderators. I probably will get some moderators. I'm really considering it. But yeah, because they ain't really got no business being in here. Shit, what do y'all do? Just wait on people, that's new people that's helping to expose white America for what they truly are. Don't mess around. And how about white people just leave, period, and leave the colored people here, all y'all colored people too. How about we forgive y'all because y'all been manipulated too? Would y'all like that scenario better? Would y'all like that scenario better? We just send only white people with no amount of blood in them. I would even say if you got a drop of black blood in you, probably you could stay. I have to talk to my people about that. And then we got to talk to, the higher ups. We got to talk to the cosmic energy and see what they say. I can, compromise and stuff. It's got to be some sincerity. I ain't seen no sincerity. Shit, where? I don't understand why y'all pissed off about this and stuff. Well, y'all should have been no spoke up about this. What do y'all think? Y'all sitting here and done let mankind and humanity at stake. Now we got to save mankind and we got to save humanity. And now y'all motherfuckers getting mad at us because we see that y'all ain't nothing but some backstabbers. Hell, you knew when you voted for Trump the first time you fucked up. Then you come along the second time and voted for him again, even though he telling you he finna get y'all asses up out of here. He finna fuck everything up. You know, and y'all still did it. So black people like, well, shit, hell, they don't give a damn about us. And now y'all mad at us. Which make me think, yeah, y'all ready to come out the bag again. So how about everybody? Get your ass up and go home. Get your ass up and go home where it's unsafe there, because it's unsafe here too. It's unsafe here too. This can't even be no sanctuary no more. Get your ass up and go home. Take care of them with you. Take care of them with you. And yeah, take all their asses with you. Because we can't win or lose with y'all people. We can't. And this is our land. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Everybody will be calling on the ancestors to come on back. Yeah, it's time. Come on back. Shaka, yeah, you come on back too. Yes, everybody come on back. Once we start with that vibe, it's a vibe. Y'all asses is done. You hear me? That's what your book, your Bible talking about. That's the trumpet. That's going to be the sound when Black America get on one accord, because y'all ass is still with that bullshit being insincere, looking out for y'all self and y'all people. Y'all ain't even gave not one tear, one concern, one vote. Y'all ain't gave no kind of assistance to Black America but these little measly crumbs. And then you act like we supposed to be all right with it. Oh, yeah, we going on into the new world order. We ain't got nothing, but we going. So, yeah, you know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about all y'all ass. So I don't even know why you here. I don't even know why you in here. Yeah. And anyway, dedicated ignorance. Well, we're here on Bolden Unchained to uncover and condemn the many agendas, projects, events, operations, orders, plans, blueprints, all of the codes, bills, laws, acts, compromises, studies, courses, experiments against Black America. Against Black America. We can't even understand how much they just been dogging us, trying to get that final key to us. And we ain't even got it. We don't even know what the hell they want. I think it's the Eve gene. I don't know. I think it's the Eve gene, the need, the want to be able to go out in the sun and be a part of life. And we could have helped them with that. We could have helped them with that. We all know we going to leave this plane right here, this planet right here. We could have procreated with them, and over time, they would have been able to enjoy the sun, be more human-like. But you know, white America always had this fucked up mentality towards us. And that right there was what broke the trust. How can we trust them now and want them to even be remotely like us? Hell, they done projected their evil, cannibalistic savageness onto Black people. Our Black people that's ripping and running out there, raising all that hell in this hell. White folks done projected all of that onto them. Their weak minds, them low chakras they in, the bad choices and ideas and everything that we do in our life. All of that opens up many doorways for all that negativity, them side eyes, them all of that bullshit, them spells and rituals that people throwing on you and stuff. All of that get dumped on you. That's why they out there like that and shit. We gotta reach our loved ones if we can. If you ain't too scared of your son, your cousin, your daughter, whoever she is, your sister, because she out there in the streets like that and stuff, honey, you better get to it. You better give her something. I ain't going to say give her Martin Luther King. No, I'm not going to say give her Martin Luther King. Where Betty before X? Maybe she a young girl. I don't know. Where's Betty before X? Maybe she a young girl. If she ain't, maybe give her, I don't know. Depending on how she is, maybe give him some Claude Anderson. Depending on who she is and stuff, what her age is, what his age is, what they like. What would at least, make them go from being mad at your ass because you done locked them in the house, for 2 weeks straight to, finally being like, well, who is that? Benjamin Banneker, oh, he drew a whole city. He drew the whole city and stuff. Well, I like doing stuff like that. Whatever their habit is, you can always find an ancestor That's their specialty. That's what they do. And eventually, they'll be like, well, shoot, I'm in here anyway. And they'll see it and they'll be gravitating to it. White America done made it seem like everything is out of reach. Ain't nothing out of reach, just the impossible that they ass done came up with. Them lies. Them lies is what's out of reach because that's what they are. Illusions, lies. What make that book particularly more special than this book? Oh, because that Jesus went and saved all of them people. But hell, he didn't come and save these people. Well, this is my Bible right here. This and other books like this, like, you got more than one Bible. And it's 4,200 religions. All of y'all got a Bible. All of y'all got that Bible. And I got mine too. And mine just happened to be racial violence. Yeah. That's just mine. So yeah, that's why we're hearing stuff to uncover and condemn. Because I don't give mercy to none of it. I don't forgive none of them. I barely I wouldn't even say forgive, but tolerate their descendants today. But Martin Luther King told us to teach, treat everyone by their character and stuff, and he was wrong. He would have told us he was wrong too. However, my mama did teach us, all our mama taught us to treat people how they treat you. And I can do that, because that's what my mama taught me. But soon as them motherfuckers show me that, yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to let you know, I know too. Oh yeah, I know too. Because see, at that particular time, we ain't got to rush it. It's going to happen on its own time. When we going to be judging their ass by their character. By their culture. Because see, if Martin Luther King was not assassinated, he would have told us Black America. Like he told us, I led y'all in a burning house, he would have told us, Black America, I must tell you again, I meant for you to not judge white America by their character. Judge them by their culture. But see, they killed him before he could tell us that. If I ever see him again, I'm going to ask him. They better not make him one of them holograms. They better not make Martin Luther King one of them holograms coming out the sky, because I'm going to ask him, Martin, were you finna tell us to judge white America by their culture because of what they've been doing to us? And can you please tell us what's really on the other side of these clouds? Our cotton? See, we gotta be, why are we scared? Why are we scared? And see, this is what I was talking about and stuff. Dr. Ray Hagins. This circle right here, I tore the paper off, so I had to make the circle kind of crooked and stuff. But this space right here, Dr. Ray Hagins said, this space, the space inside this circle, represents my realm of knowledge. My realm of knowledge is inside of this circle right here. All that I think I know about whatever I think I know is depicted right here in this circle. Everything I think I know is right there. That's it, and that's all. You better not try to jump over that moat. Everything you need, think about, want, love, right there in that circle. Better not move. Stay right there. I must keep in mind that there is more to know than what is within the circumference of my circle. All of this around here is to be known. All of that around there, you still got all of that knowledge right there, but your mind is stuck on that right there. That's how religion is. That's what he's saying. That's how he starts off his lecture. Dr. Ray Hagins, look him up. I don't know, you probably already know about him and stuff, but why you ain't resonating with him, I do not know. And he said, we are committed to a self-defeating dogma, dedicated ignorance, self-hate, that we know it's self-hate. And he said we must start the process of undoing or reversing the ideas and concepts that have been programmed into the minds of our people by the religious statements and church doctrines that have caused them to adopt a belief system that has resulted in their loss of contact with what is real, factual, historical, and spiritual. That's what Dr. Ray Hagins said. I didn't say it. The minds of our masses is still limited by what Eurocentric historiographers have placed in it. So we compulsively find a label within that perimeter of their historiography, what they allow. It make them happy and it keep us satisfied. They comfortable and we all right. And that's okay. But see, it's inside of that little space right there. What about all of that out there? What about forsaking all of that otherness? You see? Like, so like this right here be religion. All of this right here would be the multiverse. You mean tell me your ass gonna believe in just that religion right there? You ain't even gonna consider all of that multiverse out there. You gonna take your ass right on up to heaven. When you know the book that they done took out of the Bible, I can't wait to get on that right there. Because I just want to know what happened to Black America. Who done hurt my people? Who done hurt my people? Where this dedicated ignorance come from? You know, who done put this self-hate on us? Y'all didn't even, you still ain't answer Malcolm X when he said, who taught you to hate yourself? We ain't gonna answer. I know we ain't answer because we ain't said nothing to white America about it. We ain't said nothing. Let me get the copyright disclaimer out the way because, you know, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research too. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I ain't been looking at a lot of news and stuff. If y'all see that we ain't got to do this no more or whatever, please put it in the chat if you see me in here. You know, if you on here and stuff, let me know. Send me a message or something because I ain't even been paying attention to the news and stuff like that. You know, I do see it, but yeah, they always got something going on. I'm keeping my focus with Black America. Whatever gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We might well prepare for everything. Everything that I'm thinking to prepare myself for, that's what I'm telling us to prepare for. And with everything you seeing that's happening out there that you know you preparing for, you supposed to be telling us. So see, we got all ends covered for us. We just got to make sure our sides are covered for Black America. You know, I'm not here to say, oh, individually, we gonna come up, or you know, one segment gonna come up and leave the rest of the people and stuff. Because I'm part of the rest of them. I'm the one that y'all willing to sacrifice. Yeah, because we won't do the knowledge. We hard-headed. We don't want to listen. You won't just tell us the answer. You won't just tell us that self-hate is really dedicated ignorance. So hell no, we ain't gonna set up around this shit right here. I'm one of them that y'all willing to say, well, fuck it then. I can't reach you. You know. And what? Some things you could do it, you could deliver it another way. You could put it in cartoon fashion, like our brilliant families did. They got Neely Fuller, Dr. Francis Chris Wilson. All of them in cartoon fashion. The babies can even sit down and watch that. So he'll take off that motherfucking Lulu stuff and Baby Boss and all that bullshit. He'll put on Neely Fuller cartoons. I mean, y'all act just like white folks. Act just like white folks. I just be looking at us sometimes. Oh, my ancestors. Remind me of that video, that meme, the little short where the little girl, her mama was doing her hair and stuff in the mirror, and the little girl was in the background. You want to be Caucasian. You want to be Caucasian, don't you? You want to be Caucasian so bad, don't you? And, you know, she would just call me her weave and stuff, but the baby was right. The baby was right. Everybody sitting up in the church today looking like a white woman. Y'all is. Shit. Sitting up in church looking like a white woman. Why don't we tell our family the truth? They don't even ask me no more. How this look? They don't even ask me no more. Because after I done walked past you at least 2 times, now you know you doing too much. You know you doing too much. I had to tell people, you see me, you just call me. Just call my name, Face. And then they got the nerve to be mad at me. I know you seen me. Hell, I didn't even know who you was. I know you seen me at this. Hell, I would have pulled over, gave you a ride, got out there and talked to you or whatever. You know, I wouldn't have been like, oh, hell, I don't see you. Hell, I didn't know that was your ass. Hell, you look like Karen, look like Karina to me. Shit, I just kept going, minding my own business. But yeah, everybody sitting up in church looking like white women this morning. Stuff don't make no sense. Just a fool and a dummy. But y'all know I love brother Professor James Smalls. I learned a whole lot from him and stuff about my relationship to everything, y'all, honey. Yes, honey. I've been learning about it. And you know, and that's what's real? Religion. Since it's Sunday morning, everybody been in church. Everybody going back to church still, too. Evening church and stuff. But religion is nothing but the path to understanding divinity. You ain't even got to be in church for that. In my opinion, you shouldn't be in church for that. If you understanding the path of divinity, and that's really nothing but understanding the cosmos and the ecology, the cosmology and the ecology, the skies and the soil, the earth. That's it, the skies and the earth, to make it more and more simple. That's all divinity is. Understanding the skies and the earth and how it relates to you. Now, what that mean to me? How it relate to me? Like a yo-yo. You know, you put the yo-yo on there, and when you do this, it go down and come back up. That's how it relate to each other. That's how it relate to each other. Well, the same thing with you and the earth and the skies. How do it relate to you? Well, see, everything that's in the skies and the earth is in you. Yeah, it's in you. Everything that's in the skies and the earth is in you. When you take your shoes off, everything that's in the earth, all the minerals, all the elements is in you. It says it right here. The Africans refer to God as the totality of creation itself. In other words, everything that makes up God is in you. Every living thing is God. The trees, the insects, the waters, the oceans, the lakes, the streams, the oceans. Water is alive. Moving water is alive. You know, standing water is what's really not alive. You just got water just standing there. Yeah, but moving water is alive. It's part of creation too. Yeah, trees are part of creation. Other people, animals, marine life and stuff, all of that is life. It's alive. You know, and all of that is a part of you. Everything that's in that is in you. So it goes on to say, he said, most humans break down to over 400 elements and minerals. And all of those elements and minerals can be found in the cosmology and the ecology. All those elements and minerals can be found in the skies and the ground, the soil. So when you take off your shoes and stuff, the iron in the soil and stuff is attracted to the iron in you. You know, when you hug a tree, when you feel the need, hugging a tree is really natural. It's really natural. Hugging a tree is it's almost a natural instinct. For how many centuries have we just been broken from even thinking about literally hugging a tree? You know, I mean, the indoctrination goes deep. So yeah, when you understand, you know, your relationship to the cosmos and the ecology and stuff, then you better able to see, you know, what is cosmic and what's not. And everything that's cosmic, as you see, is being taken away from us and stuff. Everything has been, you know, contaminated and destroyed. A lot of stuff is unedible. I mean, we talk about the trees and stuff. Look at the trees. They cutting trees down and stuff like they really making paper, honey. They ain't even finna have cash money too long. They going to a cashless society. Why they still cutting down trees like it's gonna be paper? Like it's gonna be paper. Because see, they gonna need that airway so that everything can zoo, and gonna keep an eye on you, Black America. And everybody else, y'all ass gonna get some of it too. Don't just act like hell I'm talking about y'all asses, because I am. But it's also a warning, a message in it for y'all too. Because y'all finna get some of it too. Ain't no need being mad at us. Hell, y'all asses shouldn't have even came over here like that. If you knew you were coming over here to America, all the other people stuff, you should at least been like, well, hell, we ain't gonna have no attitude with Black America. Them people have really been through it. I don't know why they would even let us come over there and set up shop in their neighborhoods. We ain't got no problem with Black America. But now y'all brought y'all asses over here, set up in our communities and stuff with them damn cats and dogs and Chinese restaurants and shit. I don't even go eat the noodles no more. I like them noodles. But fuck it. Fuck all of it. And then you come over here and set up in our communities and stuff and then start treating us just like white folks. You should have stayed in your own land. But then anyway, you know, I digress. But back to the religion thing and stuff, what Dr. Ray Hagan is saying is that, you know, it's got our mind warped and stuff. We can't think. We can't focus for ourselves. He said that it's like the paralysis of the analysis of the one that's being controlled like that. That's the end game to religion. For the one that created it, it makes them seem always superior. For the ones that created it, it made them always the one on the pedestal, the one that's always right. But on the other end, the one that is being inflicted on is making that person feel like, they not the one. They actually the oppressed, the inferior one. That's the end game to religion. It paralyzes your analysis to think. You can't even think for yourself. That's why they were saying slaves would be, who was that? One of our elders said the slave would be like, oh yeah, master, we sick. I get what Malcolm said. If the master got a cold, then black people got to have pneumonia. It's a paralysis, and we can't think with it. And then really, Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, is that really a Sar, a Set, and Heru? See, I'm willing to do my due diligence. Sure will, honey, but I do, I'm in with white America and stuff too. It's part of my life. I'm not financially free, and have it easy where I can just, lay up and study and read and create, even though that's what we truly supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be creating and healing and building and stuff. We ain't supposed to be working our life away, because white America tell, oh, we're in a patriarchal system and that's what we're going to do. The whole world is just, the sun probably already want to blow up. Sun probably over there tapping his foot, just waiting. Yeah, keep on fucking with black America. Keep on messing with my children of the sun and see what's going to happen. And y'all like, oh, no, that'll never happen. Don't never believe in what black folks say may happen till it happen. Then y'all, oh, yeah, the sun, it is spinning. Where's Faith? Faith, the sun, it is spinning. It's too late now. This is spiritual now. It's not even religious no more. Keep your religion open, your forgiveness. You better give some of it to your ancestors, though, before they get here. If anybody coming back for black people. Now, all these other religions and stuff, if they people, they higher power do come back, it's coming back for them. If white Jesus do come back, he coming back for them. He ain't coming back for you. He ain't coming back for me. No. And I ain't even gonna say that right there because it's kind of like really, really, really disrespectful. Because I'm saying if he have already been back, he went and helped white folks. He went and helped white folks. He did not come and help black folks, not now one. If you call letting them slip away into oblivion, passing away without any change, without any justice, without any mercy, some of them probably wasn't even found. Our ancestors, if you call that, then yeah, I'm not going to argue with people like that t-shirt my sister made that Harriet would have shot. That's what her t-shirt said. I hope I see it again. So I'm not going to debate with people that Harriet would have shot. But no, I'm not going to really just try to sway y'all and stuff because we've done had our whole life. I believed all that shit for 43 years. No, I didn't spend my whole life in church and stuff like you did and getting the educational freedom and the financial freedom like that and stuff. But I arrived right here and you right here. So why you ain't a little bit higher up? Because I got just as much faith and loyalty in what my mind has shown me just from reading. Shit, I just started reading about this right here. But I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to give it no mercy. Shit, I'm looking for repentance. We looking for repentance and repayment to Black America. We looking to repay this debt. This debt must be paid. And if it ain't paid, then Black America gonna heal anyway. Cosmic energy gonna get the payment. You ain't gotta pay us. You do not have to pay us. Sure don't. Your Bible the one that said the last should be first and the first should be last. Now it do got some valid points in it. I will say that. I'm gonna give one so we can read. But let's just check this out. Other Christ-like historical figures. Hell, I didn't even know it were other people with histories just like Jesus. Ask your pastor what the hell going on. I don't even see my pastor no more. Honey, once that man was like, y'all 20s and 10s don't do no good here. I was like, whoa. hold everything up. It's time to go. So I was like, I can just be in the street with my people. If they need $1 or $2, I can give you $1 or $2. If you need to go get you a beer because you shaking, go get you a beer because you shaking. Shit, hell, I ain't gonna do nothing but give it to the pastor. Hell, and he finna go get him another car, another Lincoln, another luxury car. You just traded in the last one. Oh, no, I paid it through. Well, what did you do with that one? Did you give it to somebody in the congregation? Oh, my ancestors, y'all going on another vacation? Have you even went through your congregation, even if it were privately? You know, to your most poorest members of your church. And said, look at here, we ain't even going on our vacation for the next 3 years. We finna take all of this money right here and we finna pay up your bills, pay off your house. Oh, yeah, we're going to pay off your car note. What do you have that's significant? Right, you got student loans? Okay, we're going to give $15,000 on your student loan. What are you doing? Ask your pastors what is going on for real. Because they clearly not like the churches of old. The churches of old, the white man would bust up in there on the horse, on the road horse, like William Joseph Simmons said that they were riding up in the sky. It's in this book right here. For all of y'all that's got something to say. This man revived the Ku Klux Klan in 1915 up on Stone Mountain in the outskirts of Georgia, east of Atlanta, with some speech he done made and stuff. That's what he did. And I just want to know where the lie at. Can you ask your pastor what's going on? What is going on? And he said that it was a spiritual vision, but honey, wasn't nothing spiritual about that. Wasn't nothing spiritual about that. See, that's that wordplay, making us think that they're spiritual. No, they ain't. Just like they said that black folks didn't have no soul. Who was that last night gonna talk about white folks ain't got no soul? How dare you, you son of a bitch? That's what the fuck white folks were saying about black folks. Now you gonna bring your punk ass up in here talking about, well, how you gonna say white folks ain't got no soul? Hell, if they projected one lie, they'll project all of them. What the fuck is you talking about? See, you in the wrong room. You in the wrong room. So see, I just want to know who the fuck lying. That's all I want to know. Who lying? Shit, you been cursing since you got up this morning, talking about good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning, sweetie. You sleep good last night. Cursing everybody. Cursing everybody. Good crying. Good grieving. Oh, good grieving this morning, sweetie. Let's just start greeting each other differently. Giving each other positive salutations. See, when you start learning this stuff, see your vocabulary. Yeah, I know it's getting up there just a little bit. And that's fine with me. That is fine with me because I ain't heard the word salutation since I started paying attention to what y'all be saying. Grand risings. Yeah. Peace, love, light, and healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that is awesome. I be wanting to ask my friends and family, you know, when I get up in the morning, I be like, good day, gratitude. And then I be like, how we thinking today? And they be like, what the hell? How we thinking? Why we always be like, how you doing? What's going on? Why can't we just say how we thinking today? How you thinking, Face? And honey, I'm going to tell you how I'm thinking, and I don't know if you're going to be sad, depressed, ain't got nothing on your mind, you can't focus or what. But when I get through talking to you, honey, you're going to have so many creations and ideas. You're going to forget who you were mad at, why you were depressed, why you had tears in your eyes. That's what we got to do with each other. We just got to uplift each other and stuff. But back to these 12 Christ-like deities. You know, I love Simeon Toko. I don't believe in no white Jesus. If there is a black Jesus that I believe in, it's black Jesus Simeon Toko. And I told y'all last night, these right here, my brothers are my Jesus. My brothers that were slain, hung by the tree, hung on the noose and stuff, that were dragged through the whole towns, that were skinned, dismembered, cut up, then thrown on top of a bonfire. Those are my Jesus. Those are my saviors. It ain't some white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. Because if I see his ass, if they hologram his ass, I got some questions for him. I got some questions for him. Why didn't you at least come back for somebody? You couldn't come back for Mary Turner's baby. You couldn't come back for Emmett Till, George Stinney. Nobody. You couldn't come back for the babies that white firemen threw White firemen left. We know during the Jim Crow and stuff, white men on them horses, they tossed little black babies inside of them burning churches and them burning houses. Yes, the fuck they did. How can you sit there and say, oh, no, they didn't. They didn't. Now, it didn't say they did that face. It said they did everything else. It only took that one. I forgot what page it was on. I think it's in this book we read now, Racial Violence in the United States. And it was just that one scenario, that one story. Because I remember like, oh, they must have hung the daddy. Had beat the mama. She probably was hung too because they hung black women too. And the baby was just there crying. I can see it. The baby was just running around crying and stuff. While they ass was on their horses and shit, getting ready to ride off. Because they done put the church. It was a church that was burning. He might have been a pastor. I try to find it. We're going to reread these books anyway because it's about repetition. But them motherfuckers picked that baby up and threw that baby in that fire. And that was like through Jim Crow, KKK era, during the Ku Klux Klan. However, a few months ago, about a month and a half ago, our brother, it was on TikTok. I seen it on YouTube because I don't know too much about all that other stuff. And he said that he's a truck driver and he was at one of his destinations waiting on the truck to be unloaded and stuff. And it was an old white man, like 89 years old, celebrating his birthday with all his friends and shit. You know, they be talking and laughing and giving each other the eye, you know, when they point at each other because they know that mind sync what they all talking about and stuff. And he was just like, you know, happy birthday. You must have some memories to almost make it to 100. And that little old man was like, yeah. And that motherfucker told him that in the 60s and 70s, you know, it was different then. Like that excuses it, like that absolves it. I think he wanted our brother to resolve him of that guilt he was feeling, to tell him, oh man, it's all right. This motherfucker gonna say that at that time, him and all of them, because it was a different time, they used to leave black babies in them burning fires. It's on YouTube. I shared it on one of my previous areas. I ain't got that many videos and stuff, but I shared it. I ain't lying. I ain't making up none of this. He said that, yeah, they all would do it. They would leave the black kids, the black mothers, the black old people, whoever was in a fire or drowning or accident, whatever. Once they get to that destination and see that, oh, they black, they turn around and leave. And then he said they'd be like, oh, I couldn't make it to face. Couldn't get to face the nation. Yeah, she succumbed to the fire. And it was just an understanding. So, yeah, I don't have too much mercy or I don't have too much benefit of the doubt. I'm really trying to constrain myself, if that's the right word, to be okay and continue with treating you like you treat me. But see, that right there going to show itself anyway. You're going to eventually show yourself. White America going to eventually show yourself. I know you ain't going to be able to hit it. You ain't gonna, just like I already been telling everybody, this right here, me, myself, I probably ain't even got to open my mouth. I'm going to either irritate you or, you know, it's going to resonate. It's either going to resonate or irritate. So when you show yourself, I want you to know I'm going to be ready. Black America, we got to be ready. I don't know. This is just me. I wish y'all stand up to white America. Don't be afraid to speak up for your people, your ancestors, all the lynchings and stuff that have happened. I wish we would. I bet you then you'll see who on your side, Black America. We look through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education. Who is Black America loyal to? We need to look through them lenses of that. We can't be loyal to everybody else. That's why we ain't got nothing for us. Because we've been giving everything to everybody else. What do we got to give everybody else? Nothing. It's Black History Month once again in allegedly 2025, supposedly 1965. White America just done fucked everything up. Just tell it like it is. That's who did it. We don't know what damn time it is. And then look, behind us, we timeless. See, we got to get away from white America. We got to get away from white America. They ain't never let us go. We never had no peace from them, except for Black Wall Street. But you see what happened then? They came and kicked down the whole, destroyed everything, and drug us right back to the plantation. And ever since then, we'll build a little bit. We inside of that circle. And we done did a little bit inside of it, but we ain't got outside to that multiverse. We ain't got outside the box. We haven't left the plantation. Some of our people, I would say is even across the street from the plantation. We do got them tiny homes and some land that's being bought up. But honey, as soon as you start adding that second story on top of that tiny home, and that motherfucker look like it's a mini mansion, oh, honey, white folks spend it all day for come out the bag on your ass. All of this ties together. George Fraser, he got a documentary that he got, Connect the Dots. I ain't even watched it yet, but I feel like it's some dots must be connected. Yeah, and like I was saying, because we have been in church all day and stuff. Y'all have. Other Christ-like historical figures. I'm going to go through this really fast, though. Buddha, Dionysus, Horus, Zarathustra. There's Glycon, what's his name? Hercules. I can't never say his name, right? I guess that's it. I got Heracles. I don't know if I was trying to write Hercules or Heracles. I have to look it up. But there's so many on here. Horus, Attis of Phrygia, 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 Attis of Phrygia. They all got the same history as Jesus Christ. Yo, Jesus. Matter of fact, Dionysus was born of a virgin, December 25th, placed in a manger, rolled on an ass. He was a sacred king, killed and eaten in a Eucharistic ritual for fecundity and purification. Dionysus, he rose from the dead. He was also, he was God of the vine. And he turned water into wine, just like your Jesus did. What make your Jesus better than him? Why it's got to be your Jesus? Oh, it don't have to be your Jesus. It can actually be Dionysus. Well, then, and if that's the case, why can't it be Black Jesus? For us, I'm just saying, for us, for Black people. Well, anyway, let me finish this right here because I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm just asking. Dionysus is also called King of Kings and God of Gods. He's considered the only begotten Son, the Savior, Redeemer, sin bearer. He's the anointed one and Alpha and Omega. Hey, don't be getting mad at me. Because your Bible said there'll be many others that come like me. He was before that. He was before Jesus. I bet if we look up the histories, I'm going to try to find the dates for each one of these. I bet you it's before Jesus Christ. So I just want to know who lied to Black America. It might be true for other groups of people. But for Black America, I don't believe it's true. No, I don't believe it's true. And Dionysus, he was the Alpha and Omega. He was identified with the lamb, the ram. What they call it? The sacrificial lamb, I guess it's called. Yeah. He was a young man of the tree. He was crucified. That was Dionysus. And then you got Horus, born of the Virgin Isis. He was the only begotten son of Osiris. His birth was heralded by the morning star, Sirius. He was paraded through the streets and stuff. So, yeah, I feel like, for that right there alone, it's worth, doing a little critiquing. For me, anyway. Because my people, we can't just keep, even in this new era that we're going in, why are we trying to hang on to the same old information? The same old knowledge? Now, how do that even make sense? Yeah. So we just going to read just a little bit and stuff. I know. I don't know. They better find their own. It's all about finding your personal freedom. Black America, we need to find our own personal freedom. We need to be able to speak about what's most important. Now, you got your personal freedom for you, but your personal freedom is more like what you contribute to your people. That's your ultimate personal freedom. Yeah, you got your personal freedom and you can work where you want to work, go on vacation when you want to go on vacation, live as you want to live. That is your personal freedom. It make you happy, to go work out 8 days a week. It make you happy to jog, 8 hours a day. It make you happy. That's your personal freedom. You can do that. But for your people, not for you, your personal freedom for your people. And for me, that's black people. If you black, that's black people. If you some other color, that's your people. I know you said, you know, you might be black and other people. And I get that. And I sincerely feel like you probably in the wrong room. Regardless. You probably in the wrong room. Because everybody not going to want you. We're here. Everybody not going to trust you. Namely me. You know, I can tolerate and treat people like they treat me and stuff, but I am very cautious of infiltrators. I don't trust anyone. I'm hardly finding it hard to, you know, to not look at us with a side eye, because I know a lot of us will sell us out in a minute for white America. But, you know, I'm learning to forgive us, to have trust and faith in us, and to show us, be straight up with us, what it is and what it's been and what it's finna motherfucking be. If we don't drop all the acts, all the pretense, all the lying and riding down on us, trying to make white America happy and keep white America at insanity, keep white America's insanity at bay, you know. And that's taking too much of our energy from us. That's taking too much of us away from us, worrying about white America. Yep, and I know brother said white America ain't thinking about us. No, they ain't got to really think about us that much today. They got all the white supremacy is doing its job. White supremacy is working 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It ain't never stopped. Shit, they can sit up and they can close their eyes and I wonder how many black people have white supremacy just demolished today. Well, I'm not going to worry about it, you know, because they got the system in place. They got all of their little arrows positioned so they all can stab right in the back of black America. So yeah, they ain't really got to pay attention to us and watch over us and hover over us and stuff. They can actually go over there and sew their Klan outfit, and we'll be right there with them, looking over there at them, and they sewing their ass off, and we sitting over there looking right there, and while we reading our book and stuff, you know. But we don't know. We don't pay attention to them. They already know. They already know. You know, it ain't no big secret. But what were we reading anyway? We almost done with this book right here. We just gonna read maybe a few. Ooh, look at Ruby D. You know, we read about Harriet Tubman yesterday. Y'all remember Harriet saving Charles Nails? I know, right? Look at Ruby D. And don't forget, this book right here is by Cheryl Huggins. I think that's her name. Cheryl Hudson. Cheryl Willis Hudson. And the illustrations is by Aaron K. Robinson. I really love the illustrations. Look. Ain't that beautiful? It look just like Ruby, don't it? Look at them big old pretty eyes. Don't they look just like Ruby D? See? These books right here, the babies would love them. Your little girl would sit down and look at this picture right here while you read this whole book right here. Yep, she would be looking at Ruby D. So when they want to draw and play and make noise and stuff, music and stuff, honey, go get them bowls, cups, pots, and pans, and let them make their music and stuff, because we got to keep them creative. We got to keep our babies creative. Some of our babies are scientists. When we see them, why are you over there still messing with that toaster? Hell, go buy you a new toaster and give him that old toaster. See, but that's because we ain't thinking. We thinking like white America. We thinking like white America, that our babies don't have any they don't have any gifts and contributions to us. When hell, everybody that's had contributions to America been black. White folks ain't readily contributed nothing that can't be substituted or even gone without. You might find one, two, maybe name some in the chat, I guess you could think of. I mean, like Charles Drew had to store plasma. We wouldn't be able to be without that. Norbert Rilligs, who learned how to help the slaves turn sugarcane juice into sugar. Right today, they using his same device for glue, shampoo, ink, gelatin. What's that, Jello? Yeah. I mean, what you gonna say white folk done contributed that we can't really do without? So yeah, it might be one or two, I guess you can think of. I probably can find a couple, to give them credit. But when you manipulative like that and stuff, it's just really like, well, damn shit. What's the point really? You know what I mean? If you got A through X of everything that you've stolen and took and pillaged and raped and robbed, it ain't yours. It's from somebody else. You just grabbed it all and made it yours. But what you have done, that's yours, and we give it to you. We give you the credit for you. We're so proud of. But that's only Y and Z. Why you want to act like you so worthy when you're not? That's how I see it. So yeah, I ain't got no forgiveness or mercy for white American stuff. Because what's finna happen is finna happen. If we lessen the consequences, the karma that white America is due, we finna be in trouble again. Y'all don't want to keep talking about, oh, black people got away from God. Black people, you need to get back with God. Well, I'm telling you this right now. If you get in between God giving white America the punishment, the karma that white America deserves for all of this slaughter during slavery oppression, after slavery oppression, and even right on up to today. And if black America get in there and want to save white America from that, black America could quite possibly end up going back through slavery again. Because you ain't supposed to get in and be like, I'm not gonna let you whoop white America and then cover white America up. You want to shield white America. It don't work like that. I don't know who told us it did, but we better start listening to who telling us it don't. You ain't got to forgive anyway. Dr. Francis Chris Wilson said you ain't got to forgive nobody. You shouldn't be forgiving your oppressor like that. Yeah, Ruby D. Ruby D was born October the 27th in 1922 in Cleveland, Ohio. Right? Cleveland, Ohio. She died June 11th, 2014 in New Rochelle, New York. June 11th. My mama died on the same day she died too. June 11th, yeah. They together in the afterlife. They ain't in heaven. I know if my mama could come back and tell me right now, she'll tell me, Face, you was right. I'm in heaven. Yep, I'm in heaven, Face. Because my mama was a smart woman. Yeah, they might have manipulated her here, but she was just a fair woman. My mama was fair with everybody and stuff. I ain't say she would take white folks home with her and stuff, and stay till you can, somebody come and get you and stuff. But she wouldn't just leave nobody out and hurt or hungry or nothing like that. None of our parents would. Our elderlies and stuff, no, they didn't have that kind of heart. We ain't never just been that cold-hearted, But if she would come back and let me know, yeah, when I got up there, Faith, when I got up there past them clouds and I seen all that cotton, I knew it right then. I said, oh my God. I mean, my ancestor, my daughter was right. Yeah, she would tell me, honey, I believe in me and my mind, just like they got us believing in them and their mind. And they insane as hell. Sure will. The greatest gift is not being afraid to question. The greatest gift is not being afraid to question. We can't be afraid to question, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all the other night that I felt like I was blaspheming for like 6 to 9 months because I was trying to find out what's really going on, what's really up there, Is this really all it is? Why is it, and now that I'm up here and stuff, why is everybody calling on a different name and stuff, But ain't nothing really changed. These little meager crumbs and stuff don't even equal the crust on the pie. But I was scared though. We've been taught this stuff. You better not be questioning God. Shit, he'll come down here and smite your whole body. Your mind too. That's all. So what happened was, it just resonated with me when I started asking my ancestors and stuff, and I was just like, well, my creator, my God, the creator, want me to know the truth, and that was it. That gave me some comfort to keep doing my research and not be afraid. Then I started learning stuff, and I was like, oh, it's bigger than this right here. I thought it was just this realm. See, I think I'm talking about me. I don't know about you. Maybe you knew that the universe was a multiverse. I didn't. But once I realized that it was, then I was able to give myself permission to let me dig a little deeper. If it's more than just this universe, this realm right here. What's on the outside of this realm? So I guess in a way you would say I was looking outside of that circle. I was looking at, and I gave myself permission when I realized that my higher power want me to know the truth. Why would my higher power want me to just believe, what was in that book, what my oppressors handed down to me and stuff, instead of finding out for myself? And so I was able to do it and stuff. I was able to stop being afraid to question. I still have some hang-ups and stuff about it, but on the whole, I'm still learning, and I'm still learning how to be in my personal freedom for me and my people, and not worry about what nobody got to say or think. I can agree to disagree with you. All I'm saying is, as a people, we need to come together. Hell, keep your hope. I know you need it, but honey, my hope gonna be just as powerful as yours. Sure is, honey. My book, my Bible, my Jesus, him too, Samian Toko, gonna be just as powerful as yours. Now, you're not finna bring your high power, whoever that be, and act like his is at the pedestal, because, honey, I got just as much, if not more, faith in mine than you do in yours. That's how I feel about it. So, if you can't agree to disagree, then you need to find you another sister to go sit with. It's as simple as that. It's too much division out here already. I ain't the one dividing. I want you to know you in the wrong place. Ruby Dee wanted to be an actress, but the chances for success did not look promising. There were very few professional opportunities for African Americans during the 1940s. Ruby joined the American Negro Theater, ANT, a fledgling group that included Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and Ossie Davis. They rehearsed in the basement of the Harlem branch of the New York Public Library. And she was in that group's first production on Strivers Row. From that historic beginning, Ruby's career would span 7 decades, 70 years. Ruby appeared in the movies Edge of the City with Sidney Poitier and A Raisin in the Sun. We got that book by Lorraine Hansberry, based on the play by Lorraine Hansberry. Her television movie credits include I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, based on Maya Angelou's famous memoir, and Roots, The Next Generations. She was also the first Black actress to appear on the popular TV soap opera Peyton Place. And she was featured in Spike Lee's films Do the Right Thing and Jungle Fever. On stage, Ruby became the first Black actress to play major roles at the American Shakespeare Festival. Longtime civil rights activists, Ruby and her husband, Ossie Davis, were members of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and the Congress of Racial Equality. They were close friends of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, and served as masters of ceremony at the 1963 March on Washington. In 1995, the couple, affectionately known as the first couple of Black theater, was awarded the National Medal of Arts. Oh, she is so awesome. She's so pretty too. In 2008, Ruby received the NAACP's prestigious Sping Arm Medal for her acting, writing, and social justice work. She left an enduring legacy on stage, screen, television, and the radio, and in people's lives. You know, when she met people, when they met her, oh, I bet they never met anyone else like Ruby B. Yeah, ain't she so beautiful? Yeah, my mama was an artist. My mama liked it to draw. I can't draw. I think that's why I like to write down everything and, make it look like it could be a drawing and stuff. But yeah, we got to let our babies be creative. Yeah, let them sing. It sound like they sing in opera. If it is, put on some opera for them. Yeah, honey. I mean, yeah, look at Zora Neale Hurston. Zora Neale Hurston. I was thinking about Zora when I first read about her and stuff, and it reminded me of myself, how I should have been when I was a young girl, if I was able and guided, to actually go from elder to elder, asking them and stuff. Well, tell me what happened. What happened to my great grandmama? But see, I didn't have that focus. I didn't have that focus or that knowledge, and it wasn't given either, for whatever reason. Because we know it's been a lot of intimidating. My people. If I could ask my grandmother, my great-grandmother right now, Grandma, did you ever want to tell me the truth when I was a little girl? I bet she would say, yeah, I wanted to tell you the truth. But after them folks made our ancestors and stuff, don't you tell nobody you the truth, Indians. You better not say you the true Indians. They did that to our elders. Yeah, our big mamas, our great-great-grandmamas and stuff. They did that. They took their identity, their legacy away from them and sold it for $5. Yeah. Yeah, I don't forgive nothing. Zora Neale Hurston was born January 7th in 1891 in Notasulga, Alabama. That's Notasulga. And she died January 28th, 1960 in Fort Pierce, Florida. Research is formalized curiosity. It is poking and prying with a purpose. And that's what we're doing, researching. Yep. I'm researching. I got my notebooks, my pens and stuff, my highlighters, and we finna follow the paper trail. Yep. Let's read. Zora Neale Hurston's mother, a former school teacher, encouraged Zoya to jump at the sun and explore the creative talents she expressed as a child, despite her father's efforts to tame her rebellious spirit. Zora followed her mother's advice and engaged in numerous adventures on her path to literary success. Zora was a somewhat controversial personality because she used African American dialect in some of her writing, talking like the slaves and stuff. That's what that means. She could be outspoken, and sometimes she expressed unpopular political views. Zora was a novelist, folklorist, an anthropologist, and influential member of the community of artists and writers of the Harlem Renaissance. She was a contemporary of and one-time collaborator with Langston Hughes. She wrote 4 novels, several musicals, and more than 50 short stories. As an anthropologist, Zora conducted documentary research on cultural rituals in Jamaica and Haiti. Her most famous work is the novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God. Oh, my ancestors. I could have sworn we had that book over in here. Oh, my ancestors. I ain't got my glasses on, and I don't want to keep us much longer, but if I see it, I'm going to pull those books out. Zora Neale Hurston. Born in her grandparents' hometown of Notasulga, Alabama, Zora later moved with her parents, Lucianne and John Hurston, and siblings to Edenville, Florida, an independent, self-governing black town where her father was elected mayor in 1897. Zora used many of the town personalities as models for characters in her own stories. During Franklin Roosevelt's administration, Zora worked for the WPA in New York City and in the South as a freelance newspaper reporter and a substitute teacher. and in a variety of odd jobs to support her career as a writer. Although she traveled extensively, utilizing her rich academic background and literary skills, Zora died in relative obscurity without financial stability. She was buried in an unmarked grave. Alice Walker is credited with reviving interest in Zora's career in her 1979 Mississippi Magazine article, In Search of Zora Neale Hurston. Zora's work is now celebrated annually at literature festivals in Edenville and throughout the United States. We cannot forget Zora. If it wasn't for Alice, we would have forgot Zora too. See how many of us we are forgetting about. What, are we just going to be in this new world order like a lump of salt? What, we just going to be shifted around like, them board games where you push the peg and you hit that little spike thing that go back and forth and y'all keep hitting it. Is that what we finna be like in the new world order? Because that ain't going to work. That's not going to work. No, I'm just saying, Okay, this is the last one. I know we've been here a while and stuff. Macy Jemison. Macy Jemison. Look, she was an astronaut. We got to read her. We got to read about May. And this look just like her too. Yeah, let our babies draw and stuff. Go get them some coloring pencils, some them erasable markers. Get them a little chalkboard and a little easel that they can write on and stuff. From the time, born October 17, 1956 in Decatur, Alabama. Don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. That's what May said. That's what May said. Don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. From the time she was a little girl, Macy Jemison was fascinated by the world around her. Her insatiable curiosity led her to the study of nature, science, dance, African American history, astronomy, languages, engineers, medicine, technology, and eventually space. Well, she done did everything down here, so she got to go up there and do some more now, right? So yeah, it led her to eventually space. May was the first African American woman to participate in NASA's space program. Started September 12, 1992, as a mission specialist, she orbited the Earth 126 times in the space shuttle Endeavour, Endeavour, Endeavour. She carried with her an Alvin Ailey dance poster, several art objects from West Africa, and a photo of airplane pilot Bessie Coleman. We just read about Bessie. May felt that science and dance were expressions of the boundless creativity that people have to share with one another. Growing up, May was captivated with science, the arts, and dance, which she began studying when she was 11 years old. She was an excellent student, entering college at the age of 16 and graduating from Stanford University in 1977 with a degree in chemical engineering. During this time, she also continued her pursuit of dance and African and Afro-American studies. After graduating from Cornell Medical College in 1981, May served as a Peace Corps medical officer in Liberia and Sierra Leone from 1983 to 1985. May's childhood dreams of going into space were realized when she was accepted into NASA's training program in 1986. 5 years later, during the shuttle mission, she conducted experiments in life sciences, and material sciences, and was co-investigator in the bone cell research experiment. May resigned from NASA in 1993 to continue pursuing her interests in medicine, technology, and social studies. As an author, public speaker, and college professor, May is an advocate for the study of sciences and technology, especially for minorities. Her company, the Jemison Group, develops and markets advanced technologies for daily life. She has inspired generations of young people by establishing an international science camp for high school students and other innovative programs in the United States and developing countries. That's May. See, we should be naming our babies, our baby girls, Little May. Little May C. Little May C. And teach her who she is and stuff. And honey, this right here could be somebody that inspire her because you done taught her, done exposed her to all of these things. When she read about May, oh, I didn't really like engineering, but oh, I love the stars. You know, it's just so much that'll be opened up to them. You know, I know I talk too much and stuff. No, yeah, but I can't help it. I love my people. I love talking about us, reading about us, thinking about us, planning for us and stuff. You know, it's so awesome when you got that personal freedom, and can't nobody take it away. I know for what are you over there thinking about? Black folks. Yeah, why you thinking? Who you thinking about over? I'm thinking about black people. I'm thinking about who you singing to, black folks. I'm singing to black folks. When you hear me singing this stuff, that's me singing to black folks. Yeah. Everything about black folks with me. That don't mean I'm hurting other people. I might start singing some Christopher Cross. It was good for me. It was good for you. Now nothing either of us can say or do. I might sing some white folk songs. I'm from the South. I ain't just against white folks and stuff, you know. Hell, well, never mind. Like, you know what Chuck Berry and Jimmy Early said about the music. Step into the bad side. Gonna take a mean ride. But, you know, I digress. I'm just saying I'm willing to be civil and copacetic on this planet. Who gonna go somewhere? Well, we know white folks trying to go to Mars. But yeah, but until then, until it happens, who gonna go somewhere? Who gonna literally leave Earth? So it ain't like we really, you know, separating stuff. The Amish not even around our asses. They ain't around nobody in society. You see them and just as quick, you don't see them. We don't even know how they left. Sometimes we don't even know how they got there. They just showed up. You just see them all coming through the door. And they come through the door and do whatever they doing and stuff and get whatever they getting. And then they go back, you know, where they going and stuff. But we know they part of societies. Don't nobody never say, who is them folks? You know, so yeah, we gotta be, you know, courageous to be able to accept these new learnings and teachings, this new avenue of thinking. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go and stuff. It's a beautiful day outside, and the sun look like it's trying to shine. I don't know. I hope so. But you know, anyway, I'm gonna see some sun when I see my people. You know, because y'all just make me happy. Oh, you so welcome, antisocial Shirley. My sister, you so welcome. Yeah, I didn't know that, you know, this was my love, that, you know, I would find my true happiness. You know, talking about us and teaching us and stuff. I didn't know. I thought everything else, you know, was gonna be the happiness and the freedom, the financial freedom, you know, the emotional freedom, but it wasn't. No, that's the biggest price that I ever had to pay for anything was, you know, losing the focus on my people. You know, I felt bad. I'm still having a hard time forgiving myself for failing me, my mama, my grandmama, my great grandmama, my aunties and uncles, my people, you know, because I was so caught up in, you know, just thinking everything was okay, just taking it for granted, taking us for granted, you know, like the work was done. The ancestors done it. They freed us. Slavery was over. You know, we survived it. We all here living together on earth, getting along. So, you know, yeah, I'm just feel like, you know, shit, everybody should have just stayed the hell away from us. Then we would have had our focus. You know, but yeah, I digress though. It's all right because I'm here now. And I ain't going nowhere either. And I love y'all, and I see y'all tonight. I'll come on tonight. Yeah, because, you know, we are going to be reading tonight, midnight with the ancestors. We will be reading part 3. We're ready for chapter 1. Racial violence in the United States. Yeah. Let's read. See you tonight at 12. Peace and power to the people.